the government needs to answer some questions to the people of India. And NewsX is asking what sort of corruption is happening in clinical trials.
Clinical trials are done all over the world and are required. But why is India becoming an attractive destination for clinical trials?
Why is there so much of secrecy about these trials? Why no one talks about it? Why is there no data available on these trials? And why is it that the companies do not allow to shoot their labs? Why the secrecy?
The contract research organizations who are being outsourced these clinical trials are killing Indians in the name of tests. Why is this happening?
There are doctors and pharmaceutical companies who are working together, a nexus that is killing people instead of healing them. Now, why are these doctors agreeing to these tests? What do they stand to gain?
Why it is only when the Supreme Court stepped in that the government of India declared the number of people who have died during the drug trials in India?
Why is the Indian government not holding to account any of the companies like Theravance, Sanofi and Vet, or even CROs like Quintiles involved in tests conducted on poor, unsuspecting people of Bhopal?
According to the 59th Parliamentary Report on the functioning of the Central Drug Standard Control Organization, there are more than 10,500 drug manufacturers operating in the country. But there are no records on the number of CROs, the organizations that the pharma companies sublet the trials to. Drug companies often put the blame for negligence on CROs, making it near impossible for poor people to hold Western companies to account when violations are exposed. Take the case of the Oasis-6 cardiac trial, in which 6 Bhopal patients died. GSK purchased the test drug from the French company Sanofi Aventis in 2004, when the trial had already started in India. Under its contract, Sanofi remained responsible for the conduct of the study, while GSK was responsible for evaluating the data. A CRO was employed in India and the study co-coordinator was in Canada.
A large number of trials are not being registered. So even though we have an apex body to look at it, if the apex body is not aware which trials are going on and where.
Isn't it ironical that some of these drugs being tested are so costly that even those on whom these drugs are being tested cannot even dream of purchasing these drugs?
Are the drugs being tested? Are they being tested for Indians' use?
What are the things for which you're going to allow clinical trials? If you got safe, effective, affordable drugs and someone wants to come up with something which you really don't need, no, and it's not even going to be for your people.
According to the parliamentary report, the committee is of the firm opinion that most of the ills besetting the system of drugs regulation in India are mainly due to the skewed priorities and perceptions of CDSCO. And unless the government of India does not formulate new laws, monitor the clinical trial and hold the pharma company and doctors accountable, the people of India will continue to lose their health and their life.
With so many scams coming on and simple people are behind these scams, we are pretty sure that we will be able to work out. Even Parliamentary Standing Committee has pledged that he will take this case and they will formulate something, proper laws which will definitely help the citizens of India.